Hi you guys, it's Wendy coming to you with a project share. As you guys know, I participate in lots of swap groups on Facebook, and in particular I swap with a group called Flowish Junk Journals. And the whole premise really is that you're recycling and reusing, and they swap these Flowish junk journals that are supply type journals. They're not meant to be bound finished journals. Instead, they're just sort of loosely bound ways to trade materials with a partner. So in this case, this was a mixed media journal. It was actually supposed to be lightweight. Mine's probably not going to be that. But I've got these doilies that I'm including. They didn't actually fit in the journal itself, but I'm going to go ahead and include those on the side. I've got this little heart-shaped one as well. And then several years ago at Target, I got these little blank journals. And since the whole idea is mixed media, and what people who like mixed media like are, sort of substrates, things that they can actually do the mixed media on, I thought I would include basically a small little collection. Here's a little kind of hardback book. These are sold at Target every year, and they're usually in the dollar spot, and I think that they're meant for teachers, quite honestly. Here's a little square one. It's probably 8 by 8. Again, just a handful of pages that are bound. Pretty cool. I'm also, for the sake of my partner, going to include this little foam sheet, and it's got these interesting little blocks. I figured she could take a stylus and make little designs, and then if she has a jelly plate, she could use this for jelly printing. This one's got little circles that you could punch out. And then this is my Flowish journal itself. Let me see if I can get a little bit better viewing of this. I made this from a recycled cereal box, and of course I collaged all over it, as I typically do. Just used a bunch of blue themed scraps. So that's the cover. On the inside cover, I have this envelope that is painted, and inside the envelope I've got things like a little tag, this hummingbird card, blank tag, blank labels, and we have another tag. Just things that you could journal on if you chose to. Then I've got these. These are actually Citrusolve experiments. If you take Citrusolve, this orange oil cleanser, and you use it on National Geographic papers, it comes up with these really pretty effects. So I included some scraps of that. I've got this little painted piece of cardboard. Again, some little journaling areas. This came from the Dollar Tree, just a really pretty metallic paper. I was experimenting with dry brushing, using some file folders to roller off my paper and to do some, beginnings of jelly prints. So I'm going to include those things. And again, these weren't necessities per se. Really, we were supposed to do lightweight things like tissue paper, napkins, and printed jelly prints. But I just figured if I've got it and I can share it, that will be my plan. In this little recycled envelope, I've got all sorts of things that you can use to print with or to spray inks through. Here I've got little tiny bits of jelly prints. Got a doily, some Franken paper, just where I take an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper and glue down scraps of similar colors. Got some crepe paper. This was an envelope that came to me. Got this little envelope that I made that has a bunch of list pads. There's a jelly print. There's an envelope I jelly printed on. A little leaf. Got some fabric patterns, for a dress or whatever. Painted paper. Got the manuscript paper for practicing handwriting. Painted paper. This I got at the Dollar Tree, and it's just a little one sheet of bigger paper that's folded in half and it has a little space to write. Got some tissue paper, painted paper, tissue paper, these cool little just odds and ends. Oh gosh, my cat is wanting attention, you guys, so I'm not sure how long I'll be able to do this video. Painted paper, painted, and in between I basically tried to put some of my extra papers that I thought she would enjoy using. Some graph paper, a phone call, message pad. I've got a whole series of gift wrapped papers, some more painted paper, tissue paper, more tissue paper. This came from a little coloring book. This is probably my favorite experiment. This was me trying to do some tea dyeing, and I happened to put down a security envelope that had purple on the inside, and it bled out. So I thought that was pretty cool. This really cool paper that came to me in a swap. It's got these little circles in it. Here's some more Citrusol. Just some little papers. Tissue paper that's been stamped on. This I think is actually a paper towel, like a heavy duty shop paper towel. Some more painted papers. This was a little mouse pad that was lined. This is chalk labels. Some jelly print. Tissue paper that has dragonflies. And some more painted papers. At the back end, I've got some hearts that I cut out of some painted papers that I made. Just some little doodads. And then this particular envelope has got all kinds of napkins. Napkins for people who like to collage with those. Some people like to put them over printed book pages, and that looks pretty cool. But yeah, that's what I'm going to send off to my partner, and I just figured I would share since I am not on here very often and I haven't been doing too much swapping, but just figured I'd share. Hopefully you guys are having a great day. I'm going to hang out for a little while longer and then brave the rain in order to take this to the post office. But just wanted to check in. All right, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.